10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Starlighter Air League Invitational Season number 3 North American Qualifiers is now resuming. That is right, on a match that was supposed to start just under 2 hours ago. We are just getting started now. With all these qualifiers happening, understandable, there's other matches going on, thus the postponement. So for those that are curious on why it took so long, just right off the bat right there. But we got a series now, we got game number 1, and excited to be here once again. VG.Storm taking on Team Leviathan. This is a knockout match. The loser is done here in these qualifiers. The winner advances on for the nice surprise of facing evil geniuses here in these losers bracket. I'm Breaky CPK. And today I'm going to be joined by a good buddy of mine, former caster of mine from another game. Happy to have him on here. Regroste joining me. How's it going, man?
Awesome. Really glad to be here casting with you.
Yeah, happy to have you on. I was, you know, with the delay and everything happening, we had some tech issues earlier on, and shit was hitting the fan, man. But I reached out to you, and you're willing to come on, so I really do appreciate it. Helping me out here. So we got some two good teams going at it. Do you know much about these teams yourself? I mean, how much the NA action have you been watching?
I don't know too much about these teams in general. I know a few of the players here and there, but not too much about everyone. But I mean, there is some solid players.
That there definitely is. Of course, one thing off the bat, obviously, for Team Leviathan, I want to make a point of, and you probably noticed, Monkeys Forever is actually summoning currently. At least I believe that's the case. See, he is summoning in place of what usually would be Jenkins for the team. But Monkeys Forever, of course, a very solid North American player as well that currently is teamless, and one of those, you know, down the line, wouldn't be surprised to see him eventually joining one, but currently going to be ringing in what is an important match, of course. VGJ.Storm, we mentioned, they are coming off finishing a match. They actually won their series 2-1. It was the ESL qualifiers over Wheelwreck crew, I believe, but it ended up again being a 3-game series. A little bit of a break. Here they go once again. They have Nightstalker and Batrider to start things off. Necrophos and Spearbreaker on the other side. We've been seeing a lot of Spearbreaker, man, especially in the North American region. This hero is just fun to watch, roaming around, zip-zapping around the map, Grosta.
He can really set the tone the whole early game. He can gain goal in that forward position. I really haven't seen many games where he just has not had major impact.
Yeah, and picked up here for Leviathan again, so we'll see what kind of impact he has for them. Mention Necrophos, one of those cases. Where is he going to end up? Who really knows? That's what kind of makes him such a diverse pick in that first role. On the other side, though, VGJ.Storm going a little more, I don't want to say obvious, but expected. Nightstalker in the 4, Batrider usually will end up in the offlane, of course. We've seen it rarely in the mid lane, depending on the matchup, but expecting the offlane here. So they ban out Bloodseeker and Anti-Mage on the side of Leviathan. Oracle taken away so far by VGJ.Storm. We'll see how they follow this up here. Broodmother, all right. It's a fun hero to ban.
Yeah.
Silencer.
Silencer, it's a great hero against Batrider.
Yep. That's whenever you see it against in that matchup there, of course, great for you get the lasso initiation. Silencer's just like, no, I press R. No more silence, or no more lasso for you. Yeah, good try indeed. I talked about this earlier as well, I'll bring it up again here. Whenever I see a Nightstalker in the game, which is a lot lately, the idea of a Lycan comes to mind because of that synergy, whether it's with the Nightstalker or even against the Nightstalker. You know, being able to use that Howl buff, and when it's nighttime, of course, it's doubling the effect. So, you know, so some fun synergy right there. But we don't see the hero too often. What do you think about that idea, though, that synergy there?
It's a good synergy. I like it a lot. And I mean, it's also, you know, when you think about, you know, early game when Night Stalker's roaming as soon as with it. You know, when he gets that howl from Lycan, I mean, does a ton of damage with whoever he...
Team pick.
Ton of damage in there. Obviously, the heal potential, too. If somebody is being ganked, good for that purpose. Speaking of heal, Dazzle's got some heals on him. Well, technically one heal, I guess, but has a Shallow Grave, too, and, of course, the Weave to top it all off. But that's a very quick Phantom Lancer, man. They were ready.
Picking.
Yeah.
Most annoying.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah. And one of these carries that, again, we have been seeing a fair amount in these qualifiers, especially. It does seem like one of the more go-to options, I feel like, both in the one and has the potential to be in the mid too. So you got the Necrophos and the Phantom Lancer. You expect them to be the cores, of course, but they can definitely interchange depending on the matchups and whatever it calls for. But yeah, Phantom Lancer also with all the illusions around. It's both, I guess, good and bad against Batrider, where it's like Batrider goes and wanting to lasso him. If he has all the illusions up, it might be difficult to find the right one. At the same time, Firefly with all the fire on the ground could be good for destroying said illusions as well. So there's that potential there.
Yeah. Cores at this point.
Radiant team back.
Sven stands ready.
I like it. I like the Sven in this game. Really good against Phantom Lancer. Silencer doesn't bug him too much. Yeah, I really like the Sven pick this game.
I had to think about that one a little bit. Of course, it's a great pick now. Necrophos is obviously the one bait in a sense where with the Ghost Shroud, he's going to have difficulty dealing with that. Not really a carrier that will be picking up Diffusal by any means. And so far, that's the thing that stands out to me on VGJ's side, if anything, is the lack of the Diffusal carry. So I don't know if they're going to get that with their final pick. You don't need it against a Ghost Shroud of Necrophos. It's not like 100% required, but it's a nice option to have. But yeah, they like the idea of Sven. You're mentioning pretty good against Phantom Lancer there.
Getting all those illusions definitely helps.
Yeah. It's lockdown as well. That's Stormhammer bringing to the table. Something that you could argue they were a little bit lacking, perhaps. Of course, the last was good, but outside of that, you know, Crippling Fear is nice, but Silence not necessarily as strong in certain heroes. So their final pick, they need a mid option on the side of Storm. There's the ban on Puck. Definitely could have been another one. What is there another hero that now comes to mind? Maybe something like a Queen of Pain here.
I'd like to see them get like an. Queen of Pain could be good. I kind of like.
10 seconds remaining.
Kind of hard because I wish they had like another on their team, but Queen of Pain also can do a ton in this game. So I do like the Queen of Pain. It was a good try. I like the enthusiasm.
Dire team pick.
Prophet made it all the way through. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Impossible for Leviathan to take that one.
5 seconds.
That's the one that jumps out to be the most to see Nature's Prophet make it all.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, that's another good one. I mean, Sold by it. I think I like the Queen of Pain idea kind of better, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Prophet's a good hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's actually an overall pretty good pick. I mean, right, for the overall wave clear and for, you know, The silence is also really getting a necro as well if you don't let him get the scythe off. Yeah, definitely not good against the men and now Death Prophet. So it's the one that jumps out at me. It's it not get banned or picked. So really know what they want. It looks like they want to go for that strong team.
I speak for the trees.
Hero.
That's that strong team fight. Yeah. Can't argue. That hero is just biggest nuisance. Even early game, it can just has so much impact.
You know that now that I think about it, Underlord was an option too, and I know Monkeys has actually. This maybe doesn't mean much, but I've been watching him in FBL a little bit, and I believe he's been ringing for a couple of teams, and I've seen him play the Underlord, and Underlord has really been seen in this NA region, especially the Dyer's run it, Complexity's ran it a couple times, EG just ran it earlier today, even a couple, so that was an option too, but again, go more the aggressive route, the heavy ganker, the split push, or whatever way you want to look at it instead. So
that Underlord is really. I watched it today. I watched the sniper. About 10% of it's definitely such a tanky hero. It is actually really fun to watch because watching Moo on Complexity earlier, teleporting his whole team out. It has so much. It could be so useful.
Yeah, it's a fun tool to watch. I agree. So part of me wishes we got to see it, but unfortunately. We do not. Instead, we get to see Monkeys playing the Nature's Prophet, and it's kind of funny, actually, as we're loading in here. Monkeys forever, so he actually was literally ringing for Wheelwreck Crew before the series, and that was a team that was just playing VGJ.Storm. So he actually just is coming off a series against VGJ.Storm himself, and now he's ringing for Leviathan and playing them again. So now they're different events, so obviously I think that's fine, honestly. But if it was the same event, then I think we would have a little bit more of an issue. But they are different events. That was for ESL. This, of course, being for the Star Ladder, and just interesting how it worked out that way. When it comes down to Monkeys playing the same team twice with two different teams. All right, so laning phase. It is upon us here, as apparently we are getting some in-game lag now, according to one of the players. Hopefully get that sorted out quickly. So yeah, Death Prophet, of course, Ryoya, also known as 747, here for VGJ.Storm. He's going to be playing that mid role, and who is it going to be matched up against, actually? Is it going to be the PL or the Necro? Looks like it's going to be the Necro for now, okay.
Yeah. It's good. I think it's just a call.
Yeah.
Patience. I mean, Spirit Breaker kind of changes that a little bit. I mean, patient from a everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nature's Prophet TPing in early on in the game. It's that's one of his many great attributes, of course, as a hero. But in the laning phase, it's such a good offlaner too, because not only has that global gank presence, but these Treants, man. These freaking Treants are so annoying to fight against in the laning phase. I mean, just this alone, what he's doing is just harassing them already, you know, chipping away at their life, kind of scouting them out, and may end up giving a little bit of bounty as a result right there. There you go, 19 gold. But, you know, as he gets into the lane, going to continue to use that more to zone them out and harass the support, especially even do some creep pulling there in the laning phase. So it's just both annoying, yet understandable why we see the hero picked up.
Yeah,
at the same
definitely.
time. Spearbreaker starting top lane, it looks like. Nusham here. It's going to be ready to harass. Are they going to contest this? There's three people here. I mean, they know this. Monkeys is charging in, man. Okay, well, there's the Stormhammer. Bad idea. You say, oh my god, that heal bomb. He's going to end up dying. Snaking with the first blood right there, but wow. That Shadow Wave did insane damage.
saw all three and they walked into a dazzle? That just seemed very odd to me. I mean, I understand they want to conduct bounty room, but they did see all three of them. Very odd play at the bounty room.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. It's one thing to go up there blind and just run into a trap, but it's another thing to literally see that the whole time and be like, this is a good idea. No, that wasn't a good idea, as we saw. Yeah, so great start for VGJ.Storm, and you got the top lane. This is what I was talking about, though. I mean, Monkeys, you know, shakes it off. He comes back to the top, and you see the Treants as well as Spear Breaker here with that Orb of Venom in the face of Sven. So, yeah, Sven is going to have to pop the salve and get that region on, because currently Night Stalker finding himself in the middle lane for the time being. What do you make of that? Does that make sense? The Night Stalker's rotated to the middle here, at least for now?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I don't think he's going to need to go back top sooner. I mean, giving the Death Prophet a good idea as well. Oh, he has his level 2 and often cause a little...
Yeah. Oh, let's just heard the Stormhammer go off as it left it. Caught that heal bomb again. You also see Nusham as, or Nushai as he's labeled here, but people know him by Nusham. Anyways, he drops fairly low, but he's going to be fine as he's going to walk all the way to the base to do so. So Night Stalker getting here a little bit late, but as you mentioned, Night Stalker back up here now. Obviously, the big thing with him is you ideally like to get level 3 before nighttime hits. So we'll see if he's able to leech enough experience 2 minutes from now.
Already
comes about.
Bounty rune here. They're bounty rune, so actually he could bounty rune some.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that he got the first blood. So now that you mention that, it's actually, this is a very quick level 3 at this rate. So hell, he could be level 4 at this rate if that keeps up, which would be insane. Level 3 is the sweet mark, I feel like.
This is our
Cause before he's gonna cause so much damage.
Yeah.
A little bit off. He's about probably just go leech it, I assume.
That's what he's doing. He's heading back towards the middle lane. You see right now, Necrophos is playing a, well, pretty defensive. He's getting something delivered, so more so just getting that out of the way. Phantom Lancer, the bottom lane down here. He's been having pretty good free farm, I'm sure. Flea on his Bat Rider. Gonna take an Arcane's Curse and harassed up here. This is Dazzle. He's feeling some pain. He has a Shallow Grave. Yeah, he's gonna throw that up here. And now he needs to Shadow Wave. The last second.
I'm gonna be in trouble.
Kill the Treants! Alright, he's fine. Oh god, teleport. Nope, going the other way. There's a charge in though, and there's the kill for Monkeys. But again, these Treants, man, they're so difficult to kill. Now, we see them trying to respawn right here. Ritsu on the Sven, running him down. Good block initially from the Treant. Monkeys forever, though. Obviously, he doesn't have teleport for a while. Well, I guess he does have a TP scroll, though. And he should be fine. They don't have a stun. So,
Fine.
yeah. Yeah, no mango or anything on Sven, so yeah, he's, well...
Oh, wait a second.
Are scanning.
Night Stalker can change that.
Yeah, I was about to say. He's in trouble now. They getting a block? This is just...
I mean, it's like he's in trouble, but the longer they
Not in
take to do
trouble.
this, it's you know, obviously missing out on a bit, so I guess Sven
He has
is just
phase boots.
farming.
He does a ton of damage with the phase boots.
Oh god, you're right. He already does have phase boots. Jeez.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And there's plenty of right click right here, and he's using those to help him get away now. And again, Sven doesn't have Stormhammer mana. They know this, I'm sure, so they feel a little more comfortable. But it is nighttime now. Level 3 Night Stalker gets the level 2 Void here. So now you do have to respect that a little more, as far as he's concerned.
gold for me.
Could choose to go on this island, actually.
Yeah, Flea's thinking about it. The sentry was put down, so he has to be very careful about that. Of course, charge in, though, on Death Prophet. Here we go. Night Stalker in the flank has that Void. He's going to even use it. He finally uses it. It's way too late, though. Not that it would have mattered, honestly, but Death Prophet goes down, and now Snake King, he's just running the hell on out of there. Flea, meanwhile, is just burning everyone alive. It's not going to be nearly enough damage, though. Only a couple of charges of sticky napalm. And he'll TP Bash. Oh, you knew it was coming. It was coming.
That guy, it kind of looked like the Bash animation. I didn't hear the noise, though, so...
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom tower
No,
is
I think he was good, but he gets out, so Flea at least stays alive. But yeah, losing the Death Prophet right there. And 747 could be in a little trouble again. Oh, he's fine, but taking some more harassment meanwhile in the middle lane. So You do look at the middle lane matchup. It is 747 at 32 and 14 on the Death Prophet. You have a 23 and 5 Necrophos here, being played by Sammy Boy. So again, Death Prophet did have the Night Stalker assistance for a lot of this laning phase, so it makes sense that he's ahead here. This game
behind right now. Wants the courier. They're doing a good job with the courier. Oh, okay, never. They're just sending it bottom, but oh,
it looked good.
Yeah, it looked good in theory. At the perfect.
Night Stalker now heading towards the top lane. Spirit Breaker is pretty far pushed up by himself, actually. In fact, well, that's his teammate. So teleports in from Monkeys, and I guess okay, that's what Snicky's doing, waiting for the 6-minute bounty rune. And now going to head back towards the top lane. But, yeah, I mean, bottom lane, like I said, Phantom Lancer has been doing free farm himself. He is 40 and 10 now as far as free farm goes. So Phantom Lancer is interesting in that, I mean, most games we see, well, top lane. Monkeys, he's dead. That's a heal bomb right there on top. That's a nice combo you're looking for. If you're VGJ.Storm and there's not much Spirit Breaker can do, you're charging in nighttime to a Night Stalker. But back to Phantom Lancer. Getting that Diffusal Blade ASAP just always feels so good on this hero. Yet occasionally we'll see kind of different styles, whether it's the Yasha first, then into it, or even a full Manta. But then there's also even the idea of the Ags, which is almost like a farming tool for the hero, with the Spirit Lance, you know, farming with it essentially, and just better team fight to an extent. But, I don't know, would you expect to see anything different other than a Diffusal Blade here?
No, I really like the Diffusal, especially against Dazzle, just to be able to jump on him really fast, burn his at that point.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that idea, and same with the Death Prophet in a way. Faster you burn the mana,
What about Death Prophet this game? Yules is always like a comfortable item on this hero, I feel like. There's a little more aggressive route. I mean, it's a mix of aggressive and defensive is the Veil, though, Veil of Discord. What are you thinking here?
Veil is actually pretty good if you look at what you have, too. I am a fan of the Veil. Not sure. I don't know too much. I'm not sure what he typically does. Or defensive route or offensive route, but I mean, I do like the idea. Not a hood.
The Veil, yeah. The Yules, the thing that comes to mind for me is the Yules, you are dealing with a silencer on the other side, you know, being able to purge that off is a nice ability, but
Prophet, they won't. There's a hasted.
Yeah, he's gonna come in the flank right here. At least he gets the bounty rune, though. Here comes charge from Newsham. Actually, oh, he's like, oh, this is a bad spot. See ya.
Oh, gets killed by the neutrals.
Oh, he did. You're right. Wow. That was okay.
That was a lot committed for reality. I mean, Death Timer on the Nature Prophet. So.
Not bad. Well, the Exorcism going to transition nicely into the tower push, of course. Here at the top lane, so I guess he even used it for this. But anyways, top tier 1 going down, but bottom tier 1 going down. BSJ on the Phantom Lancer. He takes it out here, so well played. And Death Prophet going to port to the bottom lane as he still has the Exorcism up. And push that lane back out. But middle lane, he might have wanted to port here because this is now going to be heavily pressured by the Radiant side. You look at how deep Silencer even is. Throwing out that Arcane's Curse right there. But this tower taking a good chunk of damage. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill it. They're not the greatest sieging team right here necessarily. At this point in the game at least, but they're chipping away. And yeah, they will fall back. What about this? What about the decision here from Batrider? Going the Tranquil straight into a Blink Dagger. The other idea is that, of course, the drums we see quite a bit, but what do you think about the straight Blink?
I like the Blink because I think they can hop around where the kind of baby around him. I also like it, you know, with Sven in general, kind of kill any target with the... I am a pretty... I think I do like it more. So, if he can make the plays happen with it, I think it'll be
It's more all in, I feel like. But yeah, if you make that gank happen like right away, especially within the first minute or so of getting the blink, then it's so worth it. But it's when you get the blink and then it's just nothing really happens and you just kind of continue to farm, that's where it becomes awkward, obviously. And you're like, well, I would have rather had the drums at this point. If anything,
he's just sitting on basically nothing. Not doing anything.
Yeah. Gotta commit one way or the other. So he's going towards the blink. Sven probably going to get a blink eventually too, but for now he's got the Master Madness, of course, queued up. And actually, oh geez, he's popping God Strength for this. Interesting. He's,
that farm.
It's not even a
He's
stacked
being
camp.
charged.
Oh, is he dead? That's Reaper Scythe? It's not going to be the kill initially, but they get it. So that's where he's a little fortunate considering, but yeah, that was... The fact they even used God Strength right there on just a solo... It wasn't even a stack. Just felt a little weird to me, but...
Little mud golem, so... mid lane? Oh...
Middle lane, tower. Shipping away again. There's the heal bomb. Phantom Lancer's here, though. That's that Ring of Aquila. And they do deny it, yeah. Death Prophet takes care of it. So nice timing there from him. Death Prophet going the Medallion, by the way. Interesting. What do you make of the Medallion pickup here on DP?
Dire's middle tower is
I like it if he sees the... If he's middle of the lane, it can... Kind of guarantee... What? I don't think they'd be able to kill him through it. I think, it's a armor he gets.
Yeah.
I do like it, and I mean, especially, just on any ally, kind of the same thing.
Dire's top tower is
Medallion,
under
so
attack.
I like the idea.
Dire's structure
They're gonna
is
kill this thing. Oh.
Well, they're
Necro?
trying to find the Necro, and they do. The lasso comes out, and, you know, he might have been able to do that without a blink, too, but okay, well, this is Necrophil, so he's not dead just yet. He heals back up with a Ghost Shroud. TP coming in from the Nature's Prophet as well. Silencer also happens to be nearby. He did use his Global Silence earlier. That's a Shallow Grave to save Dazzle for the time being. Sammy Boy somehow still alive throughout this. I'm saying somehow. What am I thinking? OS Frog, everyone. He's staying alive. He's got the wand charges again. Doesn't even need the Ghost Shroud right here. He's being sucked up by 747, but he's just going to run out of range. And now all of a sudden, this Death Prophet, the one that's in trouble. Double damage rune spawn. Well, Necro would pick that up. There is a shrine here. Can they kill him in time? Yes, they can. The Reaper Scythe comes out. And that's a kill for Sammy Boy. And look at this hero, man. He's full life, full mana. After that whole frick... Okay. I'm done.
Ricky, I want you to know, from the time I started playing Dota, I complained about Necro from the first game I played. So... That hero is insane. It's getting jumped on again. It's probably going to kill the Bat.
Oh, he's fine. It's Necrophos. He's fine. Just you know,
Okay,
pop Ghost Shroud,
dead.
heal. No, he's fine. That's Necrophos. He's good. Don't worry. Okay, he's actually dead.
I mean, but it's the sheer fact that he just survived longer than any mid laner would.
Well, and he's buying all this time now for... Here comes the rotation. They take out Dazzle. BSJ, he's just charging in, man. That Phantom Rush, but... Not going to be able to catch up, but yeah, no, on a serious note, I mean, that was a huge job surviving by Necrophosis. Again, that's just kind of how the year works. Having the Veil as well, helping with the cause here, and 7-3 lead now in their favor. And now you also have Phantom Lance who switch over the net worth here. He's top of the charts. He just about has that Diffusal finished on top of this.
I mean, in all honesty, they could just up and push. Oh, they already have all the outer tier. Probably, I mean, they've been chipping away at all these towers, you know. And they could just go and group up. I mean, Necro, Phantom... Necro is just the... I mean, Phantom Lancer with the items, you know, with Necro, they can kind of do whatever they want.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So going to the Medallion idea and Death Prophet, I actually liked what you were saying right there, that it almost does seem like more of a defensive tool than anything. Reason why he's getting it in this case. The idea, Exorcism is physical as well, so, you know, has that amp damage to get from that, too. Charge. Okay, well, how deep did they want to go for this?
Ben with God Strength right here.
That's an easy kill. He stuns it and he runs. That's when you know it's in a bad case. He stuns it with God Strength. He's like, I'm getting out of here. This is too scary. 747, he's going to be picked out. The Phantom Lancer with that Diffusal play. Just look at the damage. There comes the Reaper Scythe. The end is here for Sven. Yeah, that's when you know it's a lost cause. When your Sven just like tries to piece out of there.
Sitting there, he's like, I pop God Strength, I'm ready to go, guys, I'm ready to go. And then he... Alright, out. And then he stayed there, though. At least
and then he still
out.
died anyways, yeah.
At least gonna get out.
He kind of just got caught in that awkward spot of do I go, do I not, do I go? And he died in it. Wait, BSJ didn't even have his Diffusal there. Well, I thought I saw the Diffusal box coming out, but no, it's actually being delivered right now, so... Even faster, yeah.
Poor guy.
No, he's got that. And that's actually pretty big, too, because purging off Warcry here is a pretty beneficial.
Oh, Predator aggressive. Yeah, I mean, I really like this line. great lineup with the Necro. It's so early game, and at the same time can take the. I really like the lineup, and I kind of hope they just group up and push one, and maybe have the Nature's Prophet off on his own. But I am a big fan.
Well, speaking of Nature's Prophet right here, he's actually going that Orchid first item. We see a different style of NP build from game to game. As he got out right there. Oh, the Dire Courage just got killed somewhere.
Kill it? He killed it. They had vision of it.
Oh, he poured it in to kill it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so he kills that right there, and that actually, what was on it? That was a Staff of Wizardry. Yeah. Well, that means somebody's item. Whose was that? I don't even know. I think that might have been Bat Riders. Here, please. Yeah, it was Bat Riders. Probably for his forest staff there. So that'll be delayed a little bit. Bottom tower is going to be pushed in, though. God Strength pop for this. You got the Exorcism. And going to drop the tower pretty easily right there. So yeah, I was mentioning the Orchid, though, pick up on Monkeys Forever. So he is a very fragile hero right now. I mean, he does have the 250 health talent, at least, at level 10. But overall, he's a pretty fragile hero. But, man, he has potential to gank people pretty effectively in this game now. Of course, with this build, so...
A little bit.
This sustains, good remains.
Does that make the most sense to you with that build? That's what I was kind of getting at, though, too, is that we sometimes see, speaking of drums, you know, he can go that route as well. Even like a full Solar Crest, more like utility for the team. Instead, it goes just a straight up pure, I'm going to be able to help gank people pretty effectively with the Orchid.
I like Orchid because I think he can get away with Solar Outrider Dazzle. So I kind of like it. I mean, especially off on his own. Dazzle goes up to push the instant kills him. I do like the idea for the pick-off potential. Death Prophet before he... I do like the idea behind it.
Necrophos has that Radiance just about finished. I mean, well, at least the Sacred Relic. You know, one more creep kill, basically have that. And then the recipe shortly after. So the Radiance, it's always going to be a good item as far as I'm concerned on Necrophos, honestly. We see it so much nowadays, but on top of having the Sven on the other side, that burn's going to be affecting him quite a bit when it comes to hitting people in fights. So yeah, this Necrophos is pretty beefy, this game.
Opting. Why?
Yeah, it's... I don't want to call it old school, but
yeah,
this is a little more... It's... I mean, it might be really old school even, but I want to say when Mask of Mana started coming back again after the changes happened to it, and this was like how the style build for a little bit, with the Mask of Mana into an SNY. Before things like more like Echo Saber kind of took over again, and then you get that Saber Blink and then like BKB. But you know, it's definitely it's nothing. It's not. I don't think it's anything like crazy. It's just it's a little more fight heavy as far as being able to sustain rather than all in burst damage. As Monkeys gets picked off, I was rambling on there. Daz over here.
It's got a bit delayed.
And he did.
Yeah.
Oh, meanwhile, we'll call it Space Created because they pushed the tier 2 bottom tower.
Go high ground as well.
Easily.
Their Nature's Prophet can TP.
Yeah, he's ready to come in with that Orchid again, so why not at least try? There's nighttime, though. Darkness has fallen. There's a TP in from Monkeys. Spawns the trees. It feels a little unnecessary from Leviathan, I'm not going to lie. That they don't need to be doing this just yet, but they're going to try for it, so we'll see if they can capitalize on the VGJ.Storm side.
Get it.
Cripstern had nobody there.
Had backdoor protection for like a split second.
Yeah.
I think it stopped them from getting that tower. Oh, that's an
Exorcism. You want to run or you want to run now? Yeah, Leviathan backing up. No, they're going back in. Out comes a big burst on a Death Prophet. They don't care that he has Exorcism. They just drop him like a tot. He buys back, but he won't have that now. Purge, meanwhile, on that Warcry. Kills Fen immediately. This Phantom Lance just doing so much damage as expected. And obviously, you got Necrophos assisting plenty as well. Hell, his right clicks are hitting pretty damn hard with that Sacred Relic. The buybacks just continue. Now it's Sven's turn. Already both cores have bought back. You know, I was saying you don't need to be doing this if you're Leviathan, but hey, they could even try to finish the game right here now. at this rate. So maybe that was the plan all along. God strength pop. Here we go. Full in. Necrophos. He's dropping. Lasso catches him. Brings it back in with a force death. They need to save him. Yeah, he's Necrophos. He'll save himself. He's just fine. Back here. Phantom Lancer almost kills Sven. Just not enough. But Necrophos actually does go down to Death Prophet in pursuit. Sven does die back though. Death Prophet. That's also a dieback. And that actually could do it. So despite killing Necrophos, this Phantom Lancer and everyone else around are just a little bit too strong, apparently. Although Ninja's Prophet, wow, he was way up there.
Yeah, he going for the Sven kill.
Yeah.
Another buyback.
I apologize. I guess it's not game, just another buyback. It's a game of buybacks. Ninja's Prophet buys back. He's like, all right, you want to use so many buybacks, I'll use my own. And try to take advantage. So Night Stalker's now dead, and finally they're going to get the Rax. That's a pre-21 minute Rax kill right there after all of that.
That was a fight if ever. What was
pretty good one.
Buybacks?
At least on the Dire side.
About one profit. That was I mean, didn't need to force it. They did, and I guess it was a great idea.
That's what I was getting at the beginning, right? It's like they could kind of fall back again, you know, spread back out, get a little more farm, try to secure Roshan if anything. Because at the time they pushed, it's basically just 20 minutes into the game. Pushing tier 3 at 20 minutes, unless you have like a heavy push lineup, it always seems a little bit risky, but it obviously paid off big time. They made the right call there. And you could tell VGJ.Storm just had trouble kind of coordinating that fight. The Exorcism was activated, he's running out, and he died. And then he bought back, but then the God Strength came out, and then he died shortly after. So they can never really take advantage of their big abilities there.
I feel like they didn't have like the communication. Pop the Exorcism. The rest of the team is just a bit more communication, you know, fights like that, especially without having a PK. Portal Key, like, kind of their main stunner. So if he's not in the fight, you know, your Exorcism just...
You former Han trash, you. Blink dagger, I think, is the word you're looking for.
No one heard that.
Phantom Lancer, I've never slipped up like that, so totally call you out on that.
Boy, back and forth.
Yeah.
The other game, I don't know, man. It's too difficult.
Manta style on Phantom Lancer. It is just about, actually, yeah, it is finished. You have that delivered there. Spirit Breaker, the Solar Crest, you're in the shadows. With his power chats, he's even pretty nicely farmed himself. He's 6th on the chart right now, 4th on his team. Overall, looking pretty good. Yeah, this Death Prophet 747 just unfortunately has not been able to have the best time. And he went Solar Crest first in full, like we talked about the medallion already. Again, Solar Crest just amplifies that a little more, gives him the evasion even. But yeah, what I was kind of getting at.
Are scanning.
I like the medallion idea because I feel like, you know, it's worth that little investment, but to finish the whole thing, feels like he just doesn't. He's gonna die anyways, you know what I mean? So it's like, why commit so much to it? Oh, so yeah, it just seems a little off. I mean, I think they want to use here and
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
saw the Roche though.
Yeah, he had a rough start, to be fair, and again, Phantom Lancer against Death Prophet without a Yules especially, it's just, it's an under-farmed Death Prophet for that matter, will just tear him up every time, so no doubt a tough recovery game, if anything, for 747 here. Here comes the God Strength, though, so Ritsu in the front lines. Remember, their buyback situation, they still do not have those buybacks, so this is a pretty ballsy move, but they gotta take some risks. Cleaving down all those illusions, but the Reaper Scythe kills him. 70 seconds. He's dead 4, and there's the kill on to 747 as well. And yeah, I mean, that was clearly an all-in push right there. Let's just give it a shot. It wasn't to be, though. Well held by Leviathan, and they took the first game here in the series.
Yeah. I think just a really good game across the board.